This is my medical anthropology project. This project is about how COVID affected my breathing. But before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Danelle, and I'm in my second year of BA Behavioral Science with Psychology and Sociology. I live in Vanderbijlpark, Gauteng, so this is where my whole breathing experience took place. I'm making this video inside my classroom, and that's why I'm going to wear my mask throughout this whole video. Just before March last year, I never noticed my breathing or acknowledged my breathing pattern. To be honest, breathing was the last thing on my mind. But when COVID came, everything changed. Suddenly, I became aware when and where I breathed in air, especially when I learned that COVID was airborne. Because the virus is invisible, each breath I take, I wasn't sure if I'm gonna breathe in the deadly virus. Our freedom of walking around without a mask was taken away from us. Our new normal was and still is to wear a mask everywhere we go just to try and protect ourselves from the deadly virus. My relationship with breathing, I think, started around June when I tested positive for COVID. To say I was scared was an understatement. I was petrified. After a couple of days, I started to notice that just after walking about 10 steps, I will feel out of breath. Even in some of the nights when I was just sleeping, I would feel like I'm slowly suffocating. Going through this made me more conscious about my breathing experience. Luckily, after just a few weeks, I almost felt like my old self again. But for my lungs and for my breathing pattern to turn back to normal, it took about 5 months. Just like Carle and Dennis said, breathing goes unnoticed, except when we are experiencing a disease that can bring breathing and air into the foreground of consciousness. So COVID played a huge role in my and other people's breathing experience. We went from shopping and going to shopping malls, shopping centers without a mask, to have to wear a mask 24/7, which made breathing even harder, and it made it harder to understand people, especially those who have a thick accent and then you can't hear them properly. I've gathered some fun facts for you guys that I think you don't really know. So, the first fact is, according to a 2021 article in the journal Polish Pneumology and Allergology, when at rest, we exhale up to 17.5 milliliters of water per hour. And the second fact is, some people can hold their breath for more than 20 minutes. The last fact is, the lungs are the only organs that can float on water. So like Clarke said in 2002, breathing is an everyday moment. We just need to learn and be more conscious about when it comes to our breathing. Thank you.